This is the holy grail of leave-in conditioners. This is just Paul, and this is a video that I am proposing is for the entertainment of the internet, but really, I am just trying to figure out which of my products are the most garbage and what actually works. Most of you know that I'm a cheap ass hoe, and I really never spend more than $25 on anything, or else I get kind of anxious, like, if I do this enough, I'm going to be kicked out of my house and home. And if you've watched me for any length of time, you might know that my most popular video right now has got to be the one where I'm making my ice blonde hair not look like a tragic, dramatic abomination. So let's stay on theme. Not to mention how or where I got some of these items, again because I'm a cheap ass hoe, are kind of funny stories. Some of these are from my Birchbox, which my brother and sister-in-law continue to renew for my Christmas present every year. What can I say? I'm easy to please. Some of these I genuinely bought myself because another influencer told me that I needed to. And finally, a lot of these products were given to me by a friend who moved away. Only weeks after did I find out that the box of she gave me were things that she actually stole from her job. I don't think that I'm liable for anything under those circumstances, but here we are. Let's make some good use out of these stolen goods. For this experiment, I did a one-on-one comparison where I literally split my head in half and did 2 leave-in conditioners at a time, narrowing down what I really thought of each conditioner and which one would win out. In my video files, I labeled this leave-in conditioner basketball brackets, which also happens to be the closest that I'll ever get to making a sports reference on this show. I use the same shampoo and conditioner for every single application. Now I'm wondering if that new conditioner has anything to do with it. Which were also new to me. Oh man, I should have done a control. And were also stolen. Again, not by me. So let's dive into our comparisons. I'm pleasantly surprised. Why have I not been using some of this stuff? I've got Shea Moisture, and it's a 10. Am I Jeffree Star now? You got it. If I'm comparing the two, the basketball bracket, they're both pretty soft. But if we are comparing, I have to say that this is a little bit more silky shiny, just a little bit more. And I cut my split ends. Oh no. I don't know what my hair's supposed to feel like. Yeah, I think Shea Moisture takes this one. I look like any graphic design from 1985. So let's start with dry time. I feel like this dried slightly faster than this. This still did a pretty good job at expediting the process. I've done research on some blow-dry products and have found out it seems that the reason for that kind of speed has to do with the alcohol content in it. But when I look at all of these leave-ins, almost all of them have cetearyl alcohol listed as the 3rd ingredient. Except for this one, it lists it probably like 8th or 10th ingredient, so it has a lot more oils and conditioners, which makes sense that this was the one that left my hair the softest and shiniest and sleekest, but probably didn't blow dry it as fast. To be honest, for either of these, I would go in with some kind of shine serum or coconut oil afterwards to give myself a more sleek or shiny exterior. But honestly, I might consider switching to using one of these protectors on my hair while I am actually blow drying so that I don't sit here for 40 minutes. This takes so long! I'll also add that I saw a lot more breakage on this side while I was spinning my brush. Like as the brush is rolling, I'll see kind of little hair fibers, you know, breaking off and flying into the air and probably into my breathing space. I also did want to follow up from last time that when I did my experiment, it's a 10. Continued to kind of frizz out after I was done with the final drying. So I'm probably not going to be reaching for this one a lot because it didn't seem to make my hair feel, look any better. And then we're probably going to put this over this hair. So I think we're finding some winners already. Oh, and the spray is so fine. This mist is like so nice. Love these experiments. I actually bought this one myself when I was afraid that bleaching my hair too much would recede my hairline and make the hair fall out of my scalp. It is called Way to Grow because it includes Procopil, which is claimed to help with hair regrowth. I cannot speak to that personally. I can only hope and believe. Another day, another experiment. So for today's lovely comparison, we have the 1/3 of the Silk Therapy System, as well as the Direct Leave-In Weightless Moisture Conditioner for all hair types by Eco Chic Technology. Oh, Giovanni Eco Chic. What brand is that? So I have actually used the Silk Therapy System before. I like it. I think it does leave my hair pretty silky soft, and I can't complain, except that it's a little expensive, and I kind of want a faster fix than having to use this tiny shampoo, tiny conditioner, and tiny leave-in that cost me, I think it cost some money. Actually, I didn't buy it myself. I should probably go check that. I bought this a while ago on a whim. I don't understand whose hair this could possibly help. It doesn't help me, but we're gonna test it out anyways. And hey, maybe I've remembered wrong. I feel like I've tried this so many times, it just makes me feel like I'm putting wax in my hair. So from a distance, I think they look fairly the same, but I have to say, in the touch and feel, it's a very different story. Okay. This feels as it is titled. It feels really silky and smooth. Pretty much a breeze to blow dry. It didn't feel like it took that long. This guy, on the other hand, was basically just like adding dimethicone or wax to my hair. It feels sticky tacky a little bit to the touch, like as if you put some kind of pomade in your hair. I don't want to do that before I go to bed. That's not what my plan was. And it's a leave-in, so does this have directions? Apply to freshly, okay, yeah, damp hair. Do not like, because it says to even, you know, run a brush through it, and that's kind of difficult. To be honest, in some instances, it does look even a little bit better, but I don't like the way this feels, and I feel like it's gonna frizz pretty soon because, again, it's like kind of sticking to each other. I'm gonna throw this away as soon as this experiment is done. I was looking for a couple leave-in conditioners that I could eventually mix with my colors that I put in my hair, so that when I'm adding that raw dye, gel, or alcohol liquid, I would be adding in another carrier that would help both distribute the color a little bit more smoothly and also make my hair a lot more softer, cause it gets crispy sometimes. I have tried to figure out so many uses for this, including protecting the ends of my hair when I'm bleaching it by putting this in as a mask, and it still just makes my hair feel like shit. I do not understand who made this, who it's for, and what you're supposed to do with it. Another product that I cannot find the footage for, because I filmed this all like weeks ago just waiting for my wheel to spin on selfism, was Davines OI All-in-One Milk. This guy came from my Birchbox, and I actually used it in my hair today as a carrier for my color. But what I don't understand is why it smells like it does. It smells like the strongest male cologne that I've ever smelled. I believe it does help with drying time and actually adds to the softness, but I don't want to smell this while I apply it, and I definitely do not want it on my head as I walk around all day. Now that we've narrowed down our choices, let's talk about the finalists. Honestly, it's really hard to pick an all-time winner because I feel like a lot of these do different things. Like these, straight up serums. They're both dimethiconal and they both do a great job at adding shine and softness at the same time. They do not help with drying time, but they can be added while you're blow drying and after the fact to again add some sheen. This one seems to be more activated by heat tool. This one, there's no difference. This guy makes drying time so fast, so that was my priority for the day. Like I'm taking a shower at midnight and I could not be bothered to dry my hair even though I can't go to bed with wet head. And if it happens to grow back any of those hairs that I've burned off my scalp with repeated chemical processes, then I guess I'm all on board. You guys will have to tell me if you think that this helps, because I don't really even know how to test that. But this one has got to be my new favorite from the bunch. It's actually almost gone. I've continued to use it. It has the combination of being both an oil and a milk This works best while drawing, but I've also mixed it with my colors and added it on after drawing as well, and it didn't disappoint. If you like this video and you wanted a part 2, there are tons of other conditioners that came in my Birchbox that I could definitely try for you. Or if you want some more basketball brackets, we can test some other things that I have lying around, just as long as I don't spend my own money on anything new, because I don't have it. Let's do next. Oh yeah, now it's time to spin the wheel! It's really dusty. Question of the week. Put your answer down in the comments if you've made it to this point in the show. What kind of hobby, activity, or job have you found in your house that you didn't know you could do before quarantine? Acting and filmmaking? Filmmaking and acting. Fantastic, because that's a job I still have, right? We are continuing on with all of our live quarantine Fridays, as well as just being here for each other. Special announcement, be safe. As if you've not heard it yet. Like and comment if you genuinely like and you actually have a comment. And subscribe, because pressing a button sometimes is all that makes me happy for the day. I hope you guys are getting through. Remember that I'm always here for you. On all my social media, I'm definitely around. And this is my outro.